Hello guys, my name is Niranjan Deshpande. I am a fitness and fat loss coach for parents and I am on a mission to help 1000 families eradicate obesity from their life. Most of the parents, most of the fathers and mothers that I meet, that I consult are usually on the higher side of fat and lower side of the muscle. And in this video, I'm going to talk about a method that will help you gain muscle and return to a normal level of muscle mass. Lack of muscle mass in the long run, it's a bad thing. It reduces your strength, it increases your chances of injuries, it drops your metabolism, so you might gain weight easily. So let's dive into the science of muscle building. So this is how I gained muscle. I used to be a very lean guy, you can say ectomorphic. It was tough for me to gain weight, and then 2 years later I was in this physique where I had gained decent amount of muscle mass. How did I do that? Let's dive into that. So before talking about what to do to gain muscle, we have to understand how do we go from having a small muscle to having larger muscles. For example, you can notice that in this photo, I'm having smaller shoulder muscles, while in this I'm having larger shoulder muscles. And same with my biceps, arms. How does a shoulder that is strong goes from smaller size to a larger size? Let's understand that first. So the process is called hypertrophy. Okay, hypertrophy is nothing but muscle gain. Now, how to achieve this hypertrophy? How exactly that happens? So it happens via, there are three methods. First one is muscle damage. Second one is mechanical tension. Third one is metabolic stress. What these all the methods essentially do is place a demand on muscle cells or muscle tissue, and this demand has to be slightly higher than what that tissue can handle, what can be handled. Now, when that happens, when you place a demand on muscle tissues slightly higher than what they can handle, what happens is muscle will increase the number of tissues or it will increase the size of existing tissues. This is how it will look like. A demand is placed on muscles which is slightly higher than it can be handled, which is a stress. It will either lead to number of more muscle cells or a size of increased size of muscle cells. That is what hypertrophy basically is. Now, the best methods as per the researchers are a combination of metabolic stress and mechanical tension. This is something that happens when you lift heavy weights. Anaerobic training में ये होता है, heavy weights, and this is something that happens when your muscles experience force, or you can say the burn that you experience when you are lifting muscles. Now, how to implement this in a workout program? So the first step is a good workout blueprint. I'm going to give you exactly that. So in this workout blueprint, you will do the split called push, pull, and legs. What is this? So push is related to, let's say, all the pushing movements. Pull is related to all the pulling movements. And third one is legs. Initially, when starting, you will start with doing this one time a week. Okay. And later on, as you advance, maybe 3, 4 months or 6 months later, you will shift to doing this 2 times a week. Okay. Let's say this is Monday, this is Wednesday, and this is Friday for now. Later on, this could be Monday, this will be Tuesday, this will be Wednesday, and then you'll repeat that. Okay. And second thing is you will include some isolation exercises for weak muscles. Let's say your bicep muscle is a smaller one, very weak. You will include isolation exercises such as bicep curls for that weak muscle. Third point, for practical implementation of metabolic stress and mechanical tension, you will do multiple sets of 6 to 12 reps per muscle. Okay, that is what is needed. And in between the sets, you will have to take a rest of 60 to 90 seconds. If you follow this workout blueprint, that is what I followed basically. I did not do anything fancy. I simply picked basic pushing exercises like chest press, push ups, inclined chest press, then pulling exercises such as pull ups, lat pull down, seated rows, and leg exercises, squats, leg extensions, lunges, leg curls. Simple. Initially, I used to do it once a week. Later on, increased it to twice a week. Then I also had isolation exercises such as biceps, lateral raises, shrugs for the muscles that I wanted to gain. I used to do 4 to 6 sets of 6 to 12 reps per muscle. Let's consider the exercise lat pull down. I used to do 6 to 12 repetitions. I used to pick weight that is heavy enough so that I cannot go more than 12 repetitions, and I used to do 4 to 6 such sets. And I used to rest in between the set for 60 to 90 seconds for better recovery and better performance in the next set. So if you implement this workout blueprint from next 6 months, you will notice a good amount of muscle gain. Next thing to understand is nutrition blueprint. Nutrition blueprint is about learning to eat in a right way so that you gain maximum amount of muscle mass. With workout blueprint, you will kickstart the process of muscle gain, but it is nutrition blueprint that really completes the process of muscle building. What workout blueprint does, it lets your muscles know that they are being challenged. It's like sending a message to the muscle, sending a WhatsApp to the muscle that, hey, you have to grow up. And then nutrition is actually what makes that happen. So the nutrition for muscle building, it has two purposes. First purpose is add more muscle mass, and second thing is avoid muscle protein wastage. That means you have to add more muscle mass, but you have to also avoid breaking down of muscle into proteins for use of energy. हमें muscle को बनाए रखना है, उसका use नहीं करना है as a energy. So the first part of that is adding new muscle, and that requires you to have a good protein intake. आपको आपका प्रोटीन इंटेक रखना है आपके 1.5 to 2 grams per kg of lean body weight. Okay, so let's take an example. Someone is 100 kgs और उनका बॉडी फैट परसेंटेज है 30, दैट मीन्स उनका लीन बॉडी वेट हो गया 70 kgs. अभी उनका प्रोटीन इंटेक रहेगा 70 इंटू 1.5 या फिर 70 इंटू 2 kg, 2, दैट इज 105 और 140 grams पर डे. That is what will help them add new muscle. And second part of the equation is to avoid muscle protein wastage. ये तभी होगा जब बॉडी मसल को यूज कर रही है एज अ एनर्जी, एंड इन अ वे दैट मीन्स कि आप इनफ कैलोरीज नहीं खा रहे हो, यू आर नॉट ईटिंग इनफ फूड, बिकॉज दैट इज वाई बॉडी इज टारगेटिंग मसल टू कन्वर्ट दैट इनटू एनर्जी. तो क्या करना है, इनफ कैलोरीज खानी है. कार्ब्स आपको यू कैन स्टार्ट विद 2 to 4 grams पर केजी ऑफ लीन बॉडी वेट. लेट्स से अभी कोई अगर थोड़ा सा ओवर फैट साइज में, तो आई विल सजेस्ट कि वो लोग वो 2 ग्राम पर केजी से शुरू कर सकते हैं. बट इफ यू आर एक्सट्रीमली लीन, यू कैन डायरेक्टली स्टार्ट विद 4 ग्राम पर केजी ऑफ लीन बॉडी. सो इफ यू आर 60 kgs, यू शुड स्टार्ट विद 240 ग्राम, और उसके बाद में वीकली प्रोग्रेस ट्रैक करके आप इसको बढ़ा भी सकते हो. बट एटलीस्ट स्टार्ट विद दैट. और फैट्स आपको रखने हैं 60 to 80 grams अ डे. इसमें से आई विल से सैचुरेटेड फैट जो रहते हैं ये 10% होने, 10 to 20%, और बाकी जो है वो अनसैचुरेटेड 80%. सो इसमें मोनो हो गया, इसमें पॉली हो गया, दोनों मिला के आपको 80% तक इसको रखना है. Now the question is, how many times, how many meals a day? So frankly, this is a topic of debate for many people. But what works is 5 to 6 meals work for some people depending on their lifestyle, and 2 meals a day work for some people depending on some their lifestyle. And I have seen people gain a good amount of muscle on even 1 meal a day. When I did my muscle gain process, I used to eat 3 meals a day. सो आप अगर देख रहे हो, सारी मेथड्स वर्क करती है. कोई भी एक मेथड आपको देखनी नहीं है, आपको ये देखना है कि आपके लाइफस्टाइल में क्या आपको सूटेबल है, बिकॉज वही आप लॉन्ग टर्म तक कर पाओगे. सो हाउ मेनी मील्स अ डे, ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर आप ही दे सकते हो कि आप कितने मील्स में खाना चाहोगे, व्हाट इज डुएबल फॉर यू. साइंस के हिसाब से सब कुछ वर्क करता है एज लॉन्ग एज इनफ कैलोरीज आर देयर एंड इनफ प्रोटीन इज देयर. बस अब ये इन चीज़ों को आप कैसे करते हो, इसके एन नंबर ऑफ परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशंस हो सकते हैं। तो आपको चूज़ करना है कि आपके लिए क्या सूटेबल है। नाउ द नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द मसल गेन इक्वेशन इज़ अ गुड रिकवरी। बिकॉज़ अगर आप डैमेज ही डैमेज करते चले गए अपने मसल को और वो रिकवर ही नहीं हो पा रहा है, then you will not gain muscle because damage is more than recovery. So it has to be like this कि you are providing a good demand on to the muscle. You're providing good, so the process should look like this. You're placing a good demand on the muscle, then you are providing it with good nutrition, then you are providing a good recovery so that muscle gets built. So in this recovery blueprint there are just three things we will take care of. Let's look at them. So first one is sleep. You have to aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep most of the nights. Okay, if you have difficulty sleeping, you have to talk to a professional because this is an absolute must. This is non-negotiable. Okay, you have to solve this problem for yourself. Now next is rest days. Agar aap beginner ho, initially you should have 2 to 3 rest days every week. I will even say up to 4 rest days are good if you are a total beginner. आपने इससे पहले कभी किया ही नहीं होगा. And if you are advanced, at least 1 to 2 rest days are needed. So make sure you take care of that. And third point is what to do if you feel soreness. So soreness के लिए सबसे पहली तो जो दवा है इट इज टाइम, कि आपको बस थोड़ा समय देना है खुद के बॉडी को रिकवर करने के लिए. सो इट कैन बी विथ मोर रेस्ट डेज और मोर स्लीप, बट दिस ऑल्सो हेल्प्स डूइंग स्ट्रेचेस, फोम रोलिंग एंड मसाज. इससे भी इम्प्रूवमेंट्स लोगों ने एक्सपीरियंस किए हैं. तो रिकवरी में इन चीज़ों का आपने ध्यान रखना है. मेक श्योर यू टेक केयर ऑफ दीज थिंग्स फॉर अ गुड रिकवरी. Finally, let's talk about some common mistakes that happen during gaining muscle gaining journey. First one is, of course, skipping workout or diet frequently. Not taking seriously your diet and workout is definitely the biggest mistake ever that you can make. Next one is overtraining or overeating. लोगों को लगता है कि मैं अगर ज़्यादा ट्रेन करूँ तो ज़्यादा मसल गेन होगा. ऐसा नहीं है. With overtraining, you may damage your nervous system with increased demands. And next one is overeating. If you overeat thinking it will help you gain more muscle, no, you will gain more fat. So you have to eat within a calorie range and eat enough consistent. Third point is insufficient recovery, not sleeping enough. Now कितनी आपको नींद लेनी चाहिए that is up to you, but जितनी ज़रूरी है उतनी भी अगर आप नहीं लेते हो that will put you in a, like, that will waste your efforts. Then wrong form and technique. गलत तरीके से एक्सरसाइज करना, that is going to hurt your ligaments and tendons and may cause injuries. It has happened to me. And last is lifting too heavy or ego lifting. So किसी को देख के आपको एक्सरसाइज नहीं करनी है. एक्सरसाइज करनी है आपको खुद के पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस को इंक्रीज करने के लिए. ओके, सो दैट्स इट फॉर अवर ultimate guide of muscle building. I hope this video helped you. If you want to have a good workout and nutrition plan for your body, and along with a good support, along with good doubt solving, along with good problem solving, then you must join my muscle building program. If you are interested, you can schedule a call with me and understand how the process is going to work, how the coaching process is going to work. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye bye.